What we'll do is in today's training, we will see as employees, what is the access that we get for Asanify? How will the front end look like? What all features and functionalities will be extended to all of us? If there's any question, feel free to stop me and ask at that time. I'll share my screen now. Um, okay, I hope you guys can see my screen now. Uh, this is the portal, which is the Asanify front end, and you guys will be given access to it either sometime later today or latest by tomorrow morning. Which basically means that you'll receive an email with the link which will say secure.asanify.com, and your login ID and password will be given to you. Once you receive that and you click on the link, you come to this page and you can log in using the credentials that are given out to you on that email. Like any such website, the first time when you log in, the system will ask you for a change in password. You can change that, and from then onwards, you can use your new password to log into Asanify. There are 3 or 4 things that we need to keep track of, and I'll just show you how it works. First thing is, you can probably save your password so that you don't forget it all the time. The link to the portal is secure.asanify.com. In case you want to go to asanify.com, which is our public website, and I'll just show you how that works as well. Once you go to our public website, there is a login section right on top that you see here. When you click on this, again, you reach the secure.asanify website as well. So you can either go from here or you can just bookmark the link that will come to you on the email. Yeah. Once you log in, there are 2 or 3 things that you should do in the beginning. First is this is a dummy login account, so I'll just show you through the dummy login account, but it is an exact replica of what you're going to see tomorrow when the portal access is given to you. On top, if you see, there is a profile section. After we've already taken the data from your old system and we have uploaded all your profile details on Asanify. Tomorrow, when you'll get access to your own profiles on Asanify, you'll be able to see all your work related details, your manager name, your personal details like name, date of birth, family details, etc., etc. All the details that were there in the old system have been copied. In case you think that something is not 100% accurate, you can always put a request edit as well. Say, suppose if my date of birth is not accurate, I can just say that instead of whatever 8th of January 2003, my actual birthday is, let's say, 22nd of Jan 2003, and I can submit request. As an employee, when you do that, it will go to admin for approval, and once the admin approves it, the same can get recorded in the system. Yeah. There are some details. So there are work related details that you can see here. There are personal details, salary details. Obviously, salary details are not editable. If you think the salary that has been put on Asanify is not accurate or as per the offer letter that you have, please you can raise it. Then there are compliances, whether provident fund, professional tax, what compliances are valid for you, and a few other details. So the first thing that you need to do is go to profile and have a look at each of these details. Any of the personal details that you think require updation, you can just go and put a request edit. Once it gets confirmed by the admin, it gets recorded in the system. Yeah, as simple as that. After that, once you log in, and if you're assuming your profile details and everything is accurate, the first page that you come to on Asanify, that is the dashboard page that we call it, is basically talking about if there are any pending requests or approvals in your queue. Now, some of us who are managers, and if our team people are taking leaves or updating attendance regularization and things like that, those are the requests which will come and sit on your homepage under the dashboard section, and you can approve or reject them. For all the other people, there's also an important clock in button that you see here. In the morning, depending upon the attendance policy, when you start work in the day, please make sure that you clock in. And I'll just show you how simple it is. Once you click on clock in, if you can see my screen, the attendance has been tagged already. You will, anytime that you go back to Asanify, you'll be able to see that timestamp that you had clocked in and such time already. You can also see what attendance policy was valid for you. So it will show you what is your expected start time, end time, if there is any break in the middle or not. During the day, you can also check what the status of your attendance so far has been. So say, for example, I have clocked in just now, and it says that as of right now, your status is full day present. You have worked for so many hours already. So at any point, you will know that how many hours you have done already and how many more hours you must do to mark the day as complete. Yeah. At the end of the day, all you have to do is go back and make this clock in thing as clock out, and that's the end of your attendance marking. Now, basis for your clock in and clock out time, the system would have calculated how many hours you have worked, whether that qualifies as full day, half day, or whatever it might be. Yeah. Please note that every time we do a clock in and clock out, or rather the first time you do clock in and clock out, the system will ask you access to your location as well. It is completely safe. We are not going to be advertising to you basis your geolocation. It is just the it's just the geo tagging, so that people, when they are working remotely, etc., the system knows where the person has logged in and logged out from. It will be important as we go forward. Yeah. After you have marked the attendance, if you see on the left navigation panel, there are multiple buttons. If I go to attendance here, and let's say I want to see my clock, as individual employees, you can load your monthly present absent clock at any point of time and see what was your clock in time, clock out time, was it tagged as present, absent, full day, half day, whatever it might be. Yeah. Say for example, right now, if I've done the clock in and clock out on 11, it will, all those timestamps will get recorded here. If you see right now, I did those clock in clock out right now, so this will be shown here. So in case you think that you were present on any particular day and for some reason you forgot to mark your attendance, let's say on 4th of February I was present, but right now I'm shown as absent, all you need to do is you go on regularize and you can select the date. Let's say 4th, from date 4th to date 4th, I'll submit it. While right now it says I was absent, but I can just say that I forgot to mark my attendance. Actually, I had clocked in at 9 and I worked till whatever 7 o'clock in the evening. And I can give a note for my manager to approve. Let's say I forgot to mark attendance. Once I submit this, this goes to my line manager for approval. And once the approval is done by the line manager, the attendance will get marked as present. So please note that in case you forget to mark your attendance, do regularize it. And once the line manager has approved it, the attendance will get recorded on the system. We also have a web app, a mobile web app, and I'll show you towards the end how you can install that. Each of these activities that I showed you can be done quite seamlessly through the Asanify web app as well. Whether it is your clock in, your attendance regularization, your checking of profile update, your mobile numbers are also updated on system. So in case you don't remember your email ID and password all the time, you can do a mobile number based OTP login also on the mobile app. Yeah, towards the end, I'll show you how to install the app on your phone as well. So far, I hope it is clear to everyone what we're talking about. Let's take a step back. First things we've said is we'll go to the profile section, have a look at each of the tabs under the profile to see whether the details are accurate or not. In case something is not accurate, I can always mark a request edit, in which case the admin will approve it and the change will get recorded. Second thing is, on a daily basis, before we start work, we will do a clock in, at which point the system will ask me for location access and I'll give that okay to the settings. At the end of the day, when you're done with work, you can just do a clock out. If you go to the attendance section, hours, you'll be able to see your attendance clock for the entire month. In case you think that any particular day you had forgotten to mark attendance, you can click on regularize, select the date for which you are going to regularize, put the time and reason. Once your manager approves it, the attendance gets marked. Yeah. The next thing let's talk about is leave. So in case anyone wants to take any leave, they can go to the apply leave section again on the left navigation panel. All the leave types, which will be, this is a dummy account, so you'll see some random names here. But all the leave policies that the company has allocated to you, you will see that as different buckets. Say, for example, the casual leave right now, the current balance for me is 4.17. Similarly, there might be a sick leave, there might be an earned leave, and things like that. So whatever is the leave balance, you'll be able to see here. Say, suppose I want to apply for casual leave. I click on casual leave. I can select from what date to what date I want to apply, and I can give whatever reason I want to apply for the leave so that the manager knows it. And once I've put it on the system, it again goes to the manager queue. When the manager will log in on the dashboard page, all these requests will come here for their approval. Once they approve it, the leave gets marked on the system. Each of these notifications on when you apply for a leave can be enabled so that if any of your teammates are applying for leave, you get an email notification as well. So you don't have to always go to Asanify to check whether there's something in your queue or not. Similarly, as an employee, when the attendance will get approved by your manager, you'll get a confirmation email that the status of your leave has been changed to approved. There's also a calendar right on top where at any point in time, you all can see who is on leave on at what date. So it, from a scheduling perspective, it becomes very easy because you will know who's on leave from what date to what date, whose birthday might be falling on which date. It becomes very, very easy in case the company wants to plan something, and you'll get to know about each other's schedule also if somebody is not present on a particular day. Yeah, that is as far as the leave is concerned. There are often times that you have applied for a leave and your manager has approved it also, but later on your plan had changed and you want to cancel it. That also you can do under the request section. So any leave that you have for a future date, you can always cancel that even after the approval, so that in case your plan had changed, you don't have to necessarily still lose the leave. Yeah, I hope so far it's very clear. If I take a step back, we're talking about going and checking the profile. Then we spoke about attendance, and then we spoke about leave on how you can apply it. And under the request section, you can see all the statuses of your request. If you want to cancel any of these, that also you can do. The next important thing that all of us must see is the document section. All the documents that have been uploaded under your name, you'll be able to see that under the individual section of documents. Tomorrow we might want you to upload some more documents, like say if your address has changed and we want the revised address proof. You can simply go to upload document section here. You can give the name of your document as, let's say, whatever, new Aadhaar ID, let's say new Aadhaar ID. I can give the document type as passport Aadhaar, and I can upload the scan copy of that document. It will get uploaded in the document section. So as a company policy, all the documents that are relevant, you can easily go to the document section, upload that under the individual section. It will be visible only to you and the company admin. Yeah. From a payroll perspective, all your past payslips and the future payslips will be visible to you. So if you go to the dashboard page, you will see the important buttons like applying leave, regularizing attendance, or download payslips are also available on the home page itself. Otherwise, you can actually go here and download your past payslip as well. You can select whichever month you want. After we give you portal access, you can select the month and download the payslip for whichever month you want. For people who are falling in the tax slab, you might have done the investment declaration also. All the investment proofs that you have given so far to the company, we have uploaded that under the investment sections already. Please note that you can go to the investment section and see under which section how much declaration has been made already. If you think that has to be changed, you can go ahead and change that also, which as an admin, you can approve it. Yeah. For some people who might have joined the middle of the year, you can also disclose their previous income so that when the tax calculation happens at the time of payroll, the system knows what your previous employer income also was. Similarly, Section 10 talks about house rent. Please declare your full financial year rent so that you can get the tax benefit on under HRA. Yeah. So these are 3 or 4 important things that you have to do on this system. in case you ever think that you need any help or you're feeling like you're stuck somewhere on Asanify, you need some guidance on how to move forward, this bottom right chat icon that you see is a very important one. If I click on this, you can send us a message pretty much regarding anything that you want. Let's say, I want to say, how do I mark my leave on Asanify? While somebody will always pick it up and guide you on how to do that, even before that happens, you will get some relevant articles from Asanify. You see right now, if you can see my screen, there are some relevant articles that have already been sent to me how to apply for leave in Asanify. If I click on this, you'll be able to see step-by-step process with the screenshot and the button on where to go, what to click, and how to apply for leave. So you don't have to necessarily remember all these things in the demo. Through this chat button, you can easily get to know all of these things again. Yeah. Similarly, say for example, I want to find out how do I install the web app. Let's say I want to say, how do I install Asanify web app? Now, there are most of you might be Android users or iOS users. You can easily download the mobile web app version of Asanify on your phones. You'll go here. You will see step-by-step guidance on how to install the web app on your phone, and the experience that you will see on the web app will be exactly same as what we saw on the desktop right now. Yeah, both for Android and iOS, the instructions with the screenshots are sufficiently clear. That is pretty much it as far as the system is concerned. I'll give a quick recap on what all we have spoken about. It's literally child's play, and I know we are overkilling it by saying it so many times. Go to the profile section, see all your profile details. Don't forget to clock in and clock out as a marking your attendance every day. Under the leave section, you can see what all buckets of leaves are available for you and what is the balance under each. You can click on any of them, select the dates and apply for it. Similarly, on the attendance side, you can download the clock for the full month and see what was your in time and out time. If you want to regularize, you can simply regularize for whichever date you want. Once it gets approved by your manager, it gets recorded on the system. Run through the documents and see if you want to modify anything, you can do that. And check the investments for tax declaration purposes. We have already put all your old documents on the system already, but in case you think there is something else that may be needed, feel free to add that. Yeah, that is pretty much it on the system. Happy to take any questions that you might have.